Okay, let me show you Clarityflow Commerce. This is the suite of tools that Clarityflow gives you for selling your coaching services and your products. Now, there's a lot here, so here's a rundown of everything that I'm about to show you in this video. First, you'll see how to connect your own Stripe account to Clarityflow. It's a deep integration with Stripe. You'll see how to sell products in Clarityflow, including one-time purchases, selling subscriptions, or selling products with installment payments. I'll show you the entire buying experience from your customer's perspective and your client's billing portal. You'll see the landing page builder that Clarityflow gives you, as well as how you can integrate buy now buttons on your own website. You can also offer your products to clients right from within your async conversations with clients. I'll show you that. You'll see how selling products through Clarityflow lets you fully integrate and automate, giving your clients access to anything in Clarityflow and revoking their access if their subscription ends. And finally, you'll see how you can track all of your sales activity from Clarityflow. All right, let's dive in. You'll find all of the commerce tools down here under Commerce, and you can immediately start to build out your first products. But at some point early on in the process, you'll want to connect your Stripe account. And to do that, you'll go up here, go to Account Settings, and go to Stripe Account. So Clarityflow Commerce is built around a deep integration with Stripe. It's one of the most popular payment processing tools on the internet. So if you already own a Stripe account, you can connect your Stripe account by just clicking this button, and it'll automatically link up your Clarityflow account with your Stripe account. Now, if you don't yet own a Stripe account, you can click this button, and Stripe will guide you through a really fast and easy onboarding experience to set up your own Stripe account so that you can start to charge credit cards and sell products and sell things on the internet. It's really that simple. You can be up and running within a few minutes. All right, now I have already connected my Stripe account and I can see that it's connected here. Now let me show you the products that I'm selling through Clarityflow. I'm going to go down to Commerce. Under Products, you can see that I have already created 4 different products. This one, I'm selling a course. It's called the Healthy Habits course. In this one, it's a free product. It's just a simple ebook. Here, I'm selling a coaching retainer that's sold as a subscription. And here, I'm selling a simpler coaching service. I'm calling it bite-sized advice, where people can purchase a one-off question and answer session with me. All right, let me show you this bite-sized advice product. Now, here are all of the settings related to this product and how it's being sold. Before I dive into all these settings, I can click this button to preview the purchase page that I have created, all hosted on Clarityflow. I've got a big image at the top. It's got a headline and some sales copy and a couple of call to action buttons. Now, this landing page is one of several ways that I can go about selling my product. And I'm going to show you what that purchase flow looks like from the client's perspective here in just a minute. But before we get there, let me show you a few more things. I can customize that page by going down here, customizing the image and all of the content that you see on the page. We've got a few options in terms of layout of the page, like a single column versus 2 columns. Now, if I want to design my own page on my own website, I could get this embeddable button, which gives me like a buy now button that I can put into any HTML page. Or I can even just get the simple URL and copy that, and that would point to the checkout page, which I can link to from anywhere, like my own custom buttons or my own website and so on, or like an email or social media and stuff. So again, right off the bat, you can use the built-in landing page builder that we give you. You can embed a button or link to the purchase flow from your own website. And there's one more way that you can sell through Clarityflow, and that is offering products within your conversations in the async messaging flow. And I'm going to show you that later in this video. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let me show you what it's like for a client to purchase a product from you through Clarityflow. So we're going to use the landing page that I have created. I'm going to take that URL and I'm going to open it in a new browser. So this is as if a client has come to my public-facing landing page to see my product and consider buying it. And so the client would click Buy Now. Of course, you can customize all the button text and whatnot. Now, this bite-sized advice product is priced at $1. It's a bargain. Of course, you can price your products however you want. I'll click Continue, and it's going to ask for my credit card details. Okay, so I've just made the purchase and it then redirected me into a new conversation that it just created. And this is where we can do that bite-sized coaching engagement, if you will. Now, what I just showed you is just one potential outcome of a purchase. There are a lot more options in terms of where to send people, what to give them access to when they purchase. And we can dig into all those settings a little bit later here. Just to show you the customer's experience, they're in the conversation flow, and I've got other videos on what it's like to post messages and threads and replies and things like that. But I'm here logged in as the client named Eric Smith, and I can go to my settings and I can see my purchases. And here is that purchase that I've just made. So this is a look at the client's portal into the purchases that they've made from you. And the client has access to see that purchase. They can click here, which would take him straight back to that conversation that he purchased access to. I'm going to click back. I see my payments history here. If I'm subscribed to any subscription products, they would show up here. And I can see my payment methods, which are saved in Clarityflow. And if I need to, I can update my card details. I can delete my payment information and so on. So that's what your client sees. All right, now I'm back in Clarityflow. I'm the admin of my account, and we're still looking at the bite-sized advice product. Now, what I just showed you was the landing page where they can purchase it. But another way to offer the bite-sized advice product would be right in line in your conversations. So let me show you how that would work. I'm going to go back to my conversations, and I'm in this group discussion. And as you can see, we've been going back and forth. There's a few people who are communicating asynchronously in this group discussion. And I want to post a product offer for anyone in this conversation to be able to click and purchase. So I'm going to start a new message, and I can add a recording or a text message. So I'll say, and in addition to my text, I'm going to add a product. And I'll select my bite-sized advice product. I could even customize the text and information that would show along with this product offer. I've got a few more options here, and I'm going to go ahead and send this message. All right, so now I've just posted a message and it includes this offer for anyone in this conversation to buy now. So let's look at this from another user's perspective. All right, so now I'm logged into Clarityflow as Jane Smith. This is another one of my clients, and she's in this conversation, and she sees this offer to get the bite-sized advice offer. So she can click this button, and it's going to launch the purchase flow right here in the conversation. It's not going to take her away, and she can go through that purchase flow and get her access to the bite-sized advice offer. And Jane Smith just purchased that, so now she gets her access to the bite-sized advice conversation with me. Now, if I go back to this conversation, and again, I'm still logged in here as Jane Smith, so now that I've purchased this offer, I also see this confirmation that I have purchased this, and I can click here to get access to it. So that gives me easy access to the product that I've purchased right here in the conversation. Now, let me show you what this looks like from my point of view as the admin. I'm going to go back to my view here, and I can see so far there's been one purchase, and that was Jane Smith. So again, all of this information is right here in the flow of an async conversation. Now let's show you more of what you can do when you're configuring your products in Clarityflow Commerce. So I'm going to go back to that bite-sized advice product. Here I'm editing all the settings, and I want to show you a thing that we call actions. So actions are all of the things that happen when a customer purchases this product. So what we've already seen is it will create a new conversation for the customer, and it'll give it a title that I have defined. But in addition to that, we can add other actions, such as adding the customer to an existing conversation, or enrolling the customer in a program, adding them as a member in a space, or I can even update a contact attribute on the customer. For example, if there's a setting on their profile that I want to have changed to mark that this customer has purchased something, I can do that here. So that's how you can fully integrate your purchases with the things that you offer in Clarityflow. Another thing you can configure here is after purchase, where should they be redirected to? In the example that I just showed you, it redirected the purchaser to the conversation that was created. Or we can send them into a space or into a program enrollment, like the course that they would purchase access to, or even send them to a custom URL on your own website or somewhere else. You can fully customize the email confirmation that is sent to customers when they purchase a product. I showed you earlier the options to customize the purchase flow. You and your team members can also be notified when purchases occur and so on. So that's a one-time purchase product, but how about a subscription product? I know many coaches are offering coaching retainers as subscriptions or asynchronous coaching as a subscription option. So I've got a product here that I just called Coaching Retainer. And this is a product that I'm actually selling on a subscription. So this product has a price that was set up as a subscription. You can even add multiple prices to the same product. When configuring your pricing, you can make it a recurring subscription. You can say payments should happen once a month or even once a week or even once a year. You could even have payments recur once every 2 weeks or once every 2 months. You can give a subscription price a trial period if you'd like, and you can set the number of days, and you can use the option to end the subscription automatically after a certain number of days or weeks or months. For example, that would be useful if you have a set price that can be paid in installments for, let's say, 4 months, and then end it after that. You can configure all of that in the pricing options here. Now, when you're selling a subscription product, you have all the same actions that can occur when someone purchases or when someone starts their subscription, but you also have options on actions that should happen when the subscription ends. For example, you can remove the customer from conversations that they're in, or you can close conversations so that the person can still access them, but they can no longer post messages to them. Again, you'll typically use these actions to revoke access to things when someone's subscription has ended. For example, if they've purchased a membership in one of your spaces, you can revoke that membership when their subscription ends all automatically. You've got a few more emails that you can customize when it's a subscription-based product. Not only the initial purchase confirmation, but you can customize the email that's sent every time a recurring payment is made by the customer. You can even customize the email that would be sent to the customer if and when their credit card is declined for any of their recurring payments. All right, last but not least, let's take a look at how you can track all of your sales activity in Clarityflow Commerce. So at a high level, you can always see a list of all of your customers. These are all the different people who have made at least one purchase from you. You can see a list of all the purchases that have been made. You can see all the individual payments that have been made. And of course, every payment and every purchase and every product and subscription, it all remains in sync with the same records that exist in your Stripe account. It's a direct synced integration with Stripe. And of course, you can see any ongoing subscriptions that you have. Now, you can drill down to see purchases that occurred on a specific product. For example, this one has had 3 purchases. Or you can look at your contacts and find a specific contact. Here's Eric Smith, and you can see all the purchases that Eric has made and his payments history and any subscriptions that he has going on. You can get detail about every purchase and every payment. And of course, you can manage everything right here from within Clarityflow or manage the same over in your Stripe account. You can do it in both ways. All right, so that's an overview of what you can do with Clarityflow Commerce to sell your coaching services and packages and products and fully integrate it into all that you do in Clarityflow and give your clients a seamless buying experience and client portal for their payments to you. Again, it's all integrated with your own Stripe account. And there's a lot more powerful stuff that you can do with Clarityflow Commerce. I've got separate videos and docs on all of that. But for now, I'll wrap it here and I'll let you continue exploring in Clarityflow. Thanks.